A lot of talk today also about a former Bill returning to Orchard Park.
Yeah, and look, he's a guy who was a great teammate, made big plays in the playoffs. Obviously, I'm talking about Mac Hollins coming back as a wide receiver.
Welcome back to the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Mike Catalana, Dan Fates. I am Jenna Cottrell. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're going to talk about the injuries, guys coming back to practice, what we make of the matchup coming up on Sunday. But first, Mike Catalana, we have something to talk about.
Yeah, we have an appearance coming up in Buffalo. It is a week from Thursday, the 9th at the Riverworks in Buffalo. We'll be there for a meet and greet from 5 to 7, doing the podcast live from 7 to 8. They're going to have a registration to get some prizes, things, some
cool prizes
yes. That we'll be talking more about that night. And it'll be a lot of fun to bring the Plus to Buffalo a week from Thursday.
Look at that.
That
you
was
like
well
that?
said. It's also the Sabres opener. They will be undefeated. Guarantee the Sabres will be undefeated when the podcast starts.
Exactly.
Also,
well, they'll still be undefeated when it's finished, but we'll see where they are.
Yeah.
But it's the Buffalo Plus Tour. It continues on. For everybody that has come out so far, really appreciate it. Now we are taking it west.
Yes, to Buffalo. Buffalo Plus in Buffalo. We love it. All right, let's talk a little bit about practice today. We are in Orchard Park on Wednesday afternoon. 6-7.
Yeah. Sean McDermott.
I just
dropping a 6-7 reference. And if you're wondering what that is, we don't know either.
Yeah. I asked my stepdaughter, 22 years old, and she was like, it's this song or whatever.
I think it's in a song.
It means like mid, right? It's
I
like,
thought it meant
I
like
think it's
nothing.
mid.
Yeah.
I thought it meant like nothing.
But it was also Sean the question was about James Cook, and it was about moderation and talking about eggs are good, but too many eggs are bad. Something that Sean learned from
his
friend's grandfather.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
And then he
6-7.
said 6-7, and then he laughed. And then he said,
Funny
I don't
Sean.
really know what it means.
Off-season Sean
It
for
was,
him.
It is.
it was funny,
I know.
Sean. All right, let's talk a little bit about today. So Ed Oliver, Matt Milano, and Spencer Brown were all listed as limited at practice. Seeing some of the guys out there being back, what did you make of that?
So we talked to Ed, and he wouldn't confirm anything. He was just like, we'll see how it goes. I felt like he's getting close. I felt like he talked to us, which makes me think there's a good chance he could play on Sunday.
Yes.
And we'll see. We'll see what they think. But getting Ed Oliver back, you think about the way he started the season and then to miss him for these games, so it would be big. Now, that's just speculation as we're here on a Wednesday. He definitely did not confirm that. But we were in the building when we talked to him.
Just not in the building.
The
We
building.
were in a building.
Yes.
Just not the building where that final call gets made. Ed did talk. We're kind of asking him about what was it like. Obviously, you want to be playing, but other guys got an opportunity to step up. He said he wasn't going to talk whether they were good or bad, but it was good experience for those guys. He didn't want to talk for them. But he also was asked about the run defense, and he said they're just a little bit off. And so he's like, that makes a big difference. He goes, we're not far off from where he thinks that this running defense can be a lot better, which is encouraging. But like we were saying, we were kind of talking about on the drive up, there is hope that this Bills defense will get better with Ed coming back and Milano, who was practicing with some type of harness on his right arm shoulder area. We always talk about Michael Hoyt coming back and Larry Ogunjobi and Max Harrison. None of those. Harrison was not activated. They didn't open up his IR window. Same with Tyler Bass. But as I've said before, you can hope in one hand and crap in the other and see which one fills up. It has to be on the field. Ed will be a big boost to that, but everybody's got to play better.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I think Ed was – it seemed like Ed was, in my opinion, still kind of – I don't want to say wincing, but to me it kind of looked like he was not fully –
Really?
That was just my opinion, yeah.
I thought he had a little spring in his step.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
No, I feel like he was a little bit –
Two things can be true. I don't know about injuries.
As I say, I just feel like he seemed a little timid. Maybe not timid, but I felt like he was still kind of
Favoring?
Yes. Thank you.
That could very well be the case, and this could just be, like they say, the ramp up. It's just usually a player doesn't talk to us if they're not
close.
Close are going to play.
Yeah.
But Ed's a veteran. He's been around. He's good at the
I
media
thought he-
end of it. So
I thought he had a little hop in his step.
So with all of our communications degrees, we're going to make a medical evaluation of a player.
It's so funny because I think he was excited to be out there, but I guess maybe I was looking too much into it. But also, I just felt like he didn't. To me, it felt like he was still very much in the ramp up period.
And the same way, when he walked in on Sunday, I thought he still had a limp. I thought he still had a little bit of a gingerly
And when he
step.
walked out
Yeah.
on Sunday, I noticed the same thing because I was outside the locker room. I thought he still had a limp.
And
So-
then today, I thought when they were doing their stretching, I thought he had a little hop in his step, and I thought that was a good sign.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
I was say we will see.
Spencer Brown also practicing, had some tape on that calf, but that's a good sign. Matt Milano as well practicing. All these guys this was kind of where we were anticipating it because they didn't go on IR.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, then they'd probably be back in 3 games would be kind of the guess. Otherwise, you would have put them on IR more likely than not.
No question. And it's also them, even on a limited basis, practicing on Wednesday. Because we've seen this a lot where they sit out Wednesday, they practice limited Thursday, and then they make the decision usually on Friday. They'll make that decision. So we'll see where any of them are come Sunday.
Yeah, a lot of talk today also about a former Bill returning to Orchard Park.
Yeah, and look, he's a guy who was a great teammate, made big plays in the playoffs. Obviously, I'm talking about Mac Hollins coming back as a wide receiver.
That was
He
good.
did make big plays in
He
the
did.
playoffs, right?
That was good.
He was a great teammate.
Yeah,
I was thinking to myself, what plays did Diggs make in the playoffs?
yeah. Oh, you were talking about Diggs.
Oh,
yeah,
that
because
guy,
Diggs is
yeah.
coming back. Yeah. Mac Hollins. Well, Josh did mention Mac, right?
Well,
He
I
was
asked him.
about-
I was like, "Yeah, you excited to see Mac
You
Hollins?"
talked to Josh Allen?
Oh my
Wow.
God, I did it. Yes.
Yes.
But I just was like, "Yeah, you excited to see Mac?" And he gave like a full answer where I was kind of surprised. But he's like, "Yeah, I mean, he said that Mac Hollins, even though he was only here in Buffalo for a year, has cemented himself in the folklore of Bills." And
the foot lore.
the foot.
Oh.
That was very Rex Ryan of you.
Yes.
I did not. I
That
don't
was
like
also dad jokish, but that's good.
That's fair, but no, he was just talking about what
Yeah.
Mac and seeing him. I kind of meant it as like just a
Mac, by
comment.
the way, has 2 touchdowns. Diggs has 1, right?
Yeah.
Or does he
I-
have 1? No,
I
he
think
doesn't
it-
have a touchdown yet.
I thought he did.
Did he have a touchdown?
I'm pretty sure
I
he
should know
does.
that. Anyhow,
Thought he
Diggs
had
coming
one.
back. Look, the players greatly respect Diggs as a player.
Yep.
That's what they talked about today. I'm going to be fascinated on what Diggs is like before the game because he's been great with fans when we saw him. Obviously, not just in Orchard Park with the Bills, but in all the roads.
2
places.
touchdowns.
Oh, he does. So
Mac
they both
has
have.
2.
Mac
Yeah.
has 2. Yes,
Yeah.
Mac has 2. I meant Diggs.
Oh.
And then how
Yeah, he had
he'll
a
be.
touchdown.
You know, I look. We saw the signs. The look like an election signs.
Allen
Yeah,
Diggs.
Allen and Diggs,
Yeah.
right? He was the second most popular player on the team.
Absolutely.
Right. And so he's coming back. I know it's with New England. He hasn't been back yet. I don't know. I think it'll be a very positive response early from the fans.
I don't.
I
I could see people booing. Now, I don't think you should
Hard.
boo him.
Really? So I thought that before, and then I started to think he's going to come out pregame, and then he's going to play catch with the fans. He's going to be Diggs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
people will be engaged with that. And then once the game starts, he'll get booed. There's not really, they're not going to introduce him to
No.
come out on the field. It's different than in other sports.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a warm reception by any means.
No.
Will there be a video?
No.
I don't think football teams do. They usually
The Sabres,
do that?
if you played a shift, they
Yeah,
give you,
they give you a video.
A video. But
Yeah.
there's, I don't know, I expect it to be very hostile. Things went south at the end.
It's funny you say this. I was there before, and then I started to think, he's going to come on the field, and we've seen him very engaging with fans.
Yeah.
He's got fans of the Patriots. They're all, but you're right. This was different, and it did end in that way, and it ended with Josh Allen in that way. So you're probably right. It could be negative.
And again, people are going to forget how productive and dynamic and
Yeah.
everything that he was. But that's a fan. And it went south, and it went south quickly at the end with the posts on social media, one thing or another, and then he was gone. And last year it was in Houston. So it wasn't
It wasn't the
really
same.
there. This is the return to Orchard Park. Yeah, I just think this was a ugly breakup at the end. And I
Feels
expect
so
a very
long ago, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I expect this to be a very hostile environment to Diggs. And all the players that we spoke to, Ed Oliver, Khalil Shakir, Trey White, they all echoed, the first thing they all said was competitor.
Yeah.
Diggs is a competitor.
Yeah.
And Ed kind of laughed. He's like, he's going to want to do Steph things. He's going to want the ball. He's going to
Yeah.
want the yards after the catch. Trey even added, like, Trey was happy to see him come back from the injury, the torn ACL last year, because he goes, I've been there, so I'm happy to see him there. And he's like, yeah, Diggs is going to talk. That's who he is, and we have to match that intensity. So I don't think they're sugarcoating. Like, the bad blood is probably too much of an expression for this one, but I think there is some animosity to the breakup that there was.
It's so funny. I could see the schedule coming out and Stefon Diggs having this game circled. Like, this is the first game he
Like
circles.
that guy in Billy
Whereas
Madison.
Josh is like, yeah. Whereas Josh is like, oh, okay. Like, Josh was like, oh, that's Diggs coming back.
Well, we were there last year in Houston for that, and it was kind of weird because we
Weird
were
energy.
waiting for them to come out on the field, and then there was the handshake and all that a little bit at the end, and Houston won the game. This is so different.
Yep.
Not only is he in Orchard Park, as like you said, but he's with the New England Patriots.
It's
Yeah.
division rival.
So, and you're going to see him twice a year. Well,
Yeah.
at least for this year. Like, we
Well,
don't know where
yeah.
it's going to be beyond that. So, this could be the only time he ever plays in Orchard Park against the Bills.
I think
mean,
Diggs
we don't know.
will be on his best behavior, though. You're right. Like, pregame,
Yeah.
chatting with the fans, playing catch, being the lovable Diggs.
He's going to love, though, getting booed.
Oh, yeah.
And
But he,
like they said, that you don't boo nobodies. Like,
Yeah.
that's how he's going.
I hope they don't boo him, though. I really hope fans don't boo him because you have Josh Allen. Like, you won. Like,
Yeah.
Diggs is kind of irrelevant
That's
now.
a level-headed, logical answer.
Yeah, I get
We're
it.
It's
talking
also-
about fans.
No, I get it.
It's
And
also
I
a
mean
night
that-
game, so people are going to be a
Being
little.
boozed
And I
up.
mean
Yeah.
that in the best sense of, like, I'm a fan of the Atlanta Braves, and I would boo Bryce Harper every single time I'd ever see the man.
Right.
And I respect him, but it's just being a fan. So,
I just feel like it's kind of beneath, like,
welcome to sports.
I get it, but I'm just saying, I feel like,
Fanatic.
no, are you
Mansplaining fans?
fans? I'm just saying, if
Well, actually,
I would look at this and be like, he's with the Patriots. He's on, yes, he got paid, but also, like, he was not wanted by a lot of teams. He's coming off the injury. He's over 30. Like, he needs this way more in terms of, like, his just general relevance. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think fans will let him know all of those things.
It's going to be fun to see because you guys know, if you've been to the stadium, you know they're on top of you at the stadium.
Yep.
Like, there's not a lot of
Yeah.
room from where they are, from the bench and everything. This is not one of those big, expansive
Yep.
places
Yeah.
like they have over there across
Looks
the street.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're going to talk about it more in the
Oh, yeah.
podcast,
I
but
figured we. Yeah.
yeah, just I think there is Sean talked about a variable physical style of team, that this team is trying to embody who their head coach is, the culture they're trying to build. Obviously, Mike and I talked to Mike Giardi of the Boston Sports Journal.
GRD.
Great guest, Mount Rushmore guest we were talking about. That's also on the channel if you haven't seen that. That's the more inside look into the Patriots. But I thought it was interesting that for the first time in the last few weeks, when Sean spoken on Wednesday, usually you're always asking about the other team, but because it was the Saints and because it was kind of relevant, it was a lot of like talking about the Bills.
Yes.
There was 70% of the questions were Bills questions. I thought 70% of the questions this time around were the Patriots. Drake May, his improvement, this offense, where this defense can be, and kind of embracing that challenge of, I guess they have the number one rushing defense,
It's number 2.
number 2 rushing
Yeah.
defense, and the Bills have the number 1 rushing offense.
Yeah.
And so Sean was asked about embracing that challenge, because Sean loves line of scrimmage battles.
Well, he does, and they're trying to be a physical team
Yeah.
in New England. And one of the things she already said is they haven't gotten there yet. That
Yeah.
isn't really what they are. They've run the ball. They should be better at running the ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the rookie Henderson
Yeah.
and
Henderson.
Yeah,
Ramondre
Ramondre
Stevenson. Like, they have 2 good backs, so they should be. They've got Hunter Henry. Like, we'll talk a lot about that team, but Drake May's completing 75% of his passes.
He's
and they're
really
a
good
really
on
good
third down.
Third downs,
Yeah.
yeah, they're a really good third down team. So that's going to be the big
Wow.
challenges.
He was asked a question, Sean was today, and he's like, he's the best third down quarterback. Does that perk your ears up? And he's like, Sean said, the simple answer is yes.
Yeah.
But he's like, you're always looking at every third down
Yeah.
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Just thought that was funny when you were like, He's completely out of his passes. Like, he's really good on third down. The Bills could. Everybody kind of looks good on third down so far against the Bills.
Yes, that is true.
Ooh,
Well,
but they haven't played the Bills yet.
except for the Jets.
Yes.
Yeah, the Jets is okay. All right, we're going to talk plenty more about the Patriots, about this game coming up on Sunday. We'll talk a little bit about the uniforms, all that stuff. We'll have that on the live podcast. That will be Thursday at 7 o'clock on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. And
That'll
Mike,
be from, yes, the Connors and Ferris studio, and then the next week we will be at the
Riverworks.
Buffalo Riverworks. That, none of us have been there
Nope.
before.
No, I'm excited.
Everybody's like, loves the place.
Everyone we talk to is
They
like,
say,
oh,
love it there, love
Yeah.
it there. So,
yeah.
that
White
would-
Claw.
Yes, sponsored by White Claw.
White Claw samplers. They'll be out.
Yeah.
That might get you into some trouble. Michael will be driving home. Okay, all right. For Mike Catalana and Dan Fates, I am Jenna Cottrell. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we will catch you next time here on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Woo!